You are now entering the world of Musings of a Geek podcast network. Stay geeky, my friends.
Geek Speak, the definitive 365 cut. These are the meaningless ramblings of a Scottish redone whore and a pissy ex-video store clerk. Their ongoing mission is to set right the movie wrongs. They're gonna need a bigger podcast.
Hello everybody, welcome to episode 7 of the 365Flicks podcast.
Yeah?
It's 7, isn't it? I'm sure it is, it's 7. You're
Yes.
second though, Ash, because, you know, you were late to the party.
Your fault.
Yep. In tonight's episode 7, because it is episode 7, we're going to be doing what is going to become the new kind of ongoing feature now for the start of the podcast, the news intro. Anything we've seen that we like, we have an opinion about, and we'll just talk about that. Obviously, we all know what this week's is going to be. And then after that, we're going to go on to Chris's choice of the top 5 original movie songs.
6.
Top 6, yeah. And why do we have 6, Chris? Can you just explain why we have 6?
Because you couldn't get 5, so you said, okay, you can have 6.
Or was it because you had 20, couldn't narrow it down to 5, so I gave you 6?
I narrowed mine down to 5 and like 10 honourable mentions.
So yeah, we got the original movie songs, and then after that we're going to be, because of the Michael Bay section, to be honest, I think in the last podcast, again, which was Ash's first, that personally for me was some of the best stuff we've had yet, where we just got to sit there and slam Michael Bay.
I won't lie, I was walking the dog listening to it, and I was walking along pissing myself. Not literally, that wouldn't work.
I was surprised how
it was
actually
funny.
good it turned out. I thought it was going to be pretty pink myself, but it actually sounded quite good.
Yeah, it was for me, as soon as we kind of got into it, like I was thinking, oh, how's this gonna go? And then we got into it, and as soon as you said Revenge of the Fallen, and Chris damn near fell off his chair, that to me was just, that's as high as your podcast gets, I think.
Yeah, I just thought we'd put the mic down right then.
Was that you, peak?
Aye. Snap.
the whole
Seconds.
the whole Michael Gayness just came out of you, and that was us.
Still there, Kev.
So because we thought we got on with that section, we decided to choose another director who's, well, he's a bit hitty-missy, isn't he? And we went with Joel Schumacher this time. The man who put nips on Batman.
Bastard.
Pure genius.
Absolute genius. So let's get started with the news roundup. What have we all
Yeah.
seen? What does everybody want to talk about?
Does anybody have any non-news before we get to the big one?
What do you mean non-news?
Well, stuff that just doesn't really matter.
Neil Blomkamp, the guy who directed District 9 and Elysium, looks like he might be actually bringing out a new Alien movie. He's been speaking with Sigourney Weaver, and she's well up for it. She says the story is immense.
Yeah, I saw all the fan art, and I saw the concept art he's been releasing, and it does look pretty damn good, like.
It's meant to involve Ripley and Hicks.
See,
Right.
how are they going to do Hicks?
That's beyond me as well.
Unless they just say, look everybody, they fucked up, Alien 3 and 4 didn't happen, let's all be mates.
I did read that somewhere. Like, they were trying to now, like, if they do this, one guy was saying, well, they could always just say 3 and 4 was a dream, like it was cryo sleep or some shit.
I know, but
But
Sigourney Weaver's aged 30 years in cryo sleep.
Whereas in the other movie, she didn't age at all.
They did that with Halloween back in the day though, didn't they?
They did do that with Halloween.
They brought out H2O, and they said, right, anything after Halloween 2 didn't happen.
It was all just a dream.
They just said it didn't happen.
Those movies didn't even get made.
Pretty much, yeah. They just completely disregarded it, which I think there's worse things you could do with Alien 3 and 4, really.
I mean, I think that's pretty big news. I quite like the idea of a new Alien movie coming.
Yeah, I love that idea. I'm a big Alien fan, yeah.
As long as they don't try and link it in with AVP and stuff like that, just let it carry on being the whole Alien franchise and just sack off Prometheus and the other.
Yeah. Is there anybody who actually wants to see Prometheus 2, honestly?
I think Ash will probably want to see Prometheus 2.
I would, because anything around that, I can't even fucking speak tonight. Anything around that section interests me. I know Prometheus wasn't that great and it was pretty dink-like, but I would love to see another one and see if they could actually get it correct.
Yeah, no.
Meh.
Yeah, no, let's just
No.
not bother.
Oh, you homos.
I think the only
Jesus.
I had a couple of little bits of news that I kind of, and I know last time we did this, I'd done the Suicide Squad thing with Tom Hardy dropping out and basically breaking my heart. But there's been like another thing now. You know how Will Smith and Margot Robbie have this film Focus coming out where they play like con people or some shit.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Right.
when they've been doing that press for that, they've been asking them how the chemistry is going to transfer over to the Suicide Squad, and their basic answer has been that there doesn't really seem to be any kind of a script for Suicide Squad.
Oh.
I mean, I'm hoping they just kind of. I'm hoping that's part of David Aye's process, because if it isn't,
What's all going to be improv?
no, like
No,
obviously
surely
there's,
not.
Obviously, there's a script there, but they keep on saying that it's had that many changes and that. I mean, Tom Hardy did state in one of the interviews afterwards, all the dust settled. He did say that he didn't like the script.
Right.
I guess now we know why.
Because there wasn't one.
Basically, yeah, it's got me freaking out now because DC. I mean, with the news we're going to talk about in a minute, DC has got to get their shit together now. They can't just rely on dropping the Batman Superman bomb, and they can't rely on anything anymore because fucking Marvel's got Spidey back.
As I said to you when the news broke last week, I pretty much think that Batman vs Superman is dead in the water now that Spider-Man's going to be in Civil War.
Well, we assume he's going to be in Civil War. It would be the most logical place to start him.
He's got his own movie in 2017, hasn't he? So
Yep, he has. Yeah. What do we think of Spidey joining the MCU? We happy?
Well, they're on about him going back to school, so how old is he going to be? 14.
Well, hopefully he'll not be 14.
So he's going to be hanging around with a bunch of 30-year-olds.
Oh, Ash, you've taken the Avengers to a dark place there.
No, but that's serious. Like, they've dropped Garfield. They're on about finding a newer, younger Spider-Man, and like say, patting him back as if he's in school.
Yeah, I'm not overly keen on that. Chris, thoughts?
Well, first of all, I'm bloody excited as hell about Spider-Man finally joining the Marvel Cinema Universe. Couldn't be more excited about that. I don't mind him, putting him in there as a sort of teenager type thing.
Really?
No, I don't mind that at all.
If they do this, because I was sort of semi-hoping, all the questions is going through everybody's head. It's a reboot. They're going to be rebooting the character. I was semi sort of hoping they were just going to recast instead.
I don't think it's. Well, we're not going to get another origin story. They've said that's not going to happen. They're ignoring the previous movies basically because Sony have just half killed the character in their movies, so Marvel don't want anything to do with that. They want to do their own thing with the character because it's one of the most beloved superheroes out there, so they want to make sure, in my head, they want to make sure that he's treated right finally.
Yeah, done right. Which
I know, but I thought this time he was done right initially. It's like, is it going to be more shite? And then think, oh well, 2 movies down the road, we'll recast again.
I would be happier with a recast if Sony kept that Amazing Spider-Man going and like the next one just recast. I don't want a reboot. I don't want the story to start again. I know you're saying they're not going to do an Origins again, but I don't want a reboot, to be honest.
I would like to see an Amazing Spider-Man 3, if truth be told. I think Andrew Garfield, I've said it before, I think he was a cracking Spider-Man and a cracking Peter Parker. I think he's been kind of treated like a prize cunt out throughout this whole thing. I kind of feel sorry for the guy. So I would like to see one more Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movie, but that's just not going to happen.
It doesn't look like it, no.
So, apparently the deal is that so Marvel have got all the creative stuff, but Sony have the final say. So Marvel can kind of, but I think it's just what the hell was it? It's just in case they go and try and kill off the character or something like that.
But wasn't Sony
who the hell is going to do that?
Sony wanted to keep him so they could still produce Spider-Man movies, though, didn't they? That's what they're saying. You can have him lend them, so you can put him in stuff like the Marvel Universe. But we still initially want to make Spider-Man movies.
Right.
See, it just gets a bit muddy, doesn't it?
No, you see, I hadn't read that. I'd read that he's going to be part of the ongoing Marvel universe, the cinema universe. So he's going to be in Infinity Wars and all that kind of thing.
So where does it start then? He's getting his movie in 2017. Where do we?
He's getting his standalone movie, which is going to be done by Marvel.
Yeah.
In partnership with Sony. So that's going to be a Marvel Sony team up movie. So it's not going to be the Amazing Spider-Man, and
the mediocre Spider-Man.
It might just be the marvelous Spider-Man.
How about just Spider-Man?
Class.
Where do we think the jumping off point's going to be? Like where
I read today, right?
Where are we going to see him first?
The thing that I read this afternoon, just like a rumour page on Facebook, I can't remember which one, was, you know how in the graphic novel, I think you've been reading that, haven't you, Kev?
The Civil War.
Yeah. Have you read that, Ash?
I haven't, no.
No? Right. In the novel, there's a big scene about maybe quarter of the way through where Spider-Man unmasks himself to the cameras when he joins Tony Stark's side.
Right.
You seen that? Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. So
spoilers,
the thing I read... The thing I read this afternoon was that he's going to be in Civil War. They're not going to tell us, or they're going to try and keep it a secret, who is going to be playing Peter Parker. This is next to impossible to do, by the way. They did say that this is going to be a big ask. But they said what could be really, really cool is if they keep it a secret who they've cast as Spider-Man. And so the big reveal is when Spider-Man takes his mask off in Civil War, we find out who Spider-Man is. So it's like who the public in the Civil War graphic novel didn't know who Spider-Man was, so we don't know who Spider-Man is.
In this day and age, they will never get that.
You're probably right. But how cool would that be if they did that?
It would be friggin' awesome, but it would literally have to be a scene where, you know how like on EastEnders, and I'm sorry to bring it down to like, layman level, but you know how on EastEnders they do the live episodes? They would literally have to do that. They would just have the film come out in the cinema and then go live to New York.
But what they said was, you could, for the scenes where Spider-Man's on screen and what have you just have a stunt actor in there doing Spider-Man scenes in the Spidey mask and that, and then just do a Darth Vader where James Earl Jones recorded the "I am your father" bit separately, so that they don't know.
But surely you're just going to see some random kid walking around and you're gonna sit there and go, "That's Spider-Man, that's Peter Parker." Like, is he not going to be Peter Parker at all until he unmasks? Or
I don't know.
I'm on the fence.
I just think that would be really, really cool if they managed to do that, but it would be next to impossible.
It would be awesome, but
I can't see that happening at all.
Marvel are good, but one thing they love doing is big announcements. They love coming to Comic-Con and they love doing that big, holy shit, he is fucking Spider-Man, that's Marvel.
But you say that, what Marvel also like doing is taking risks. Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, that was a hell of a risk back in the day, because he was fucked up, he was messed up, and nobody thought he could lead a movie. So they took the risk and cast him as Iron Man. Guardians of the Galaxy was a massive risk. Avengers was a massive risk.
Yeah, so, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Aye, but Sony gets hacked all the time, so it's going to come out quick.
This is very true. Yeah.
If fucking Amy Pascal's got anything to do with it, she'll just be emailing everybody, yeah, we've got this fucking idiot playing Spider-Man, I don't like him. She's like... Getting into bed with Sony is like just asking to be hacked, and that's what Marvel are doing. But fair play to Marvel. The one thing that is, I'm on the same page as you with the whole Spider-Man thing. I like it. I don't think the Marvel Cinematic Universe necessarily needs it, but it'll be fucking awesome. It will be awesome.
Yeah, I think I'd probably agree with you there, Kev. I don't think they had their movies in place and all that. They had the Black Panther there, which is a bit arsey towards him, to be honest, because he was getting ready to be sort of thinking it in the spotlight, and he was going to be the big new superhero, and now Spidey's in there, so where the hell does that leave Black Panther?
But apparently he was going to be introduced in Civil War as well, so what the fuck happens now?
Well, I take it he still is.
But is anybody going to care?
Not if Spider-Man's there, no.
The thing about Civil War now is like you've got to choose your side, but now you've got fucking Spidey flying about now.
Swinging about.
I mean, Civil War's going to be pimp as fuck if he's in there. It's going to be pimp as fuck. But
if he gets enough screen time.
If he gets enough screen time. But you have to assume, other than Civil War, we're going to see him somewhere else as well. What other movie before his reboot are we going to see him? Where do we think he fits in?
Well, remember I said to you the other day, like the end credits scene after Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
I would love to see a little, 20-second clip of Peter Parker getting bit by the spider.
But then your Civil War reveal doesn't work.
Don't show his face. Just have a wee lie. Walking through the corridor and then spider and
So the movies before he gets his big reboot, you got Ultron, you got Ant-Man, you got Civil War, whereas Super Strange, you got Guardians 2. If you're worried about any of those movies bombing, like Doctor Strange, because I think that's another risky one, just throw in a fucking end credit scene.
Spider-Man. Or just
People will turn up at the fucking cinema for that alone. You know who I would like to see portraying Spider-Man though?
Who? Ben Affleck.
How did you guess?
Is that what you were going to say?
I done a post on Movie Pilot about the 6 people that I could see. Kind of my left field choices. Did you read it? It was like my 6 left field choices of people who I thought might be able to play Peter Parker, and I didn't put Ben Affleck in there, and I felt a bit like I felt cheap.
So who do we think is going to be cast as Peter Parker, or there's also the option of Miles Morales as well?
It's looking like that fucking Doylan from Maze Runner.
Yeah,
it's looking
like
it's going to be
him.
He's got the right look.
What,
he does.
14?
Well, if that's what they're wanting to portray Spider-Man to be in the new movies, it's like I read.
But like, why not just get away from that fucking Doylan face like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield?
Because that's Peter Parker. Peter. Cut that shit out. He's a sort of geeky lad. You can't have a fucking meathead in there playing Peter Parker.
I'm not saying meathead. I'm just my top pick on that movie pilot. I said I would like to see Grant Gustin.
Jai Courtney.
Aye. Generic turd face Courtney.
Jai Courtney, Jesus.
if I don't see that man,
no,
in
never
another
that.
movie
Never
again,
speak of that. No.
Fucking Jai Courtney, what a prick. The fact that he's in Suicide Squad fucking makes me. Why have we all got spacker mouths tonight?
I don't know.
My number one pick that I would love to see do it is it's Grant Gustin, the kid from Flash. I think he'd be brilliant Spider-Man. But
I like him. I think he's a cracking actor.
He's a phenomenal.
That's not going to happen, though, is it?
Just keep him on Flash.
I mean, he's just been given a season 2, isn't he? So.
Plus, Steve Amell would kick fuck out of him.
Exactly.
The other people I kind of had, I actually put Andrew Garfield on that list.
Did you?
Yeah, I had him at number 2. I was like, give the guy give him another go.
I would have been quite happy to see Andrew Garfield going at the in those movies.
The one thing that I don't want to see, if they're going to do, if they go the other way with the ethnic casting of Miles Morales, which I don't think they will do because they've got that black superhero.
I mean, to be honest, I don't want to see that. I want to see Peter Parker. That's just because, I grew up with Peter Parker as Spider-Man, so...
Yeah. But if they do go that way, please God, fucking, if there is one, please God, no, not Jaden Smith. Just stay away from there.
Oh, no, never that. Jesus Christ.
But
fucking hell.
It's Disney and it's Marvel and it's Will Smith's kid.
Nobody smokes that much drugs.
Well, if Sony's involved, Amy Pascal's involved. And she smokes an untold amount of drugs. Mind that's not us saying that she does, because we would never say that on the 365Flicks.
I don't mind getting sued. I've got nothing to be sued for.
So, anybody else got any other news that they want to bring up?
Friday the 13th's getting rebooted.
Oh, fuck off.
13th.
Didn't they just do that?
Nah, that was Halloween.
No, they did Friday the 13th, didn't they?
They've rebooted. They've already done Friday the 13th reboot. They're doing that again.
They're doing it again.
Oh.
Shooting starts later this year.
Did they not do it in 3D, like?
Oh, that was fucking wank.
Yeah, I'm just going to move away from that one because fucking that sucks ass.
Yeah, that was done in 2009.
Was it?
They're doing it again.
Jesus.
On the talk of remakes, you've got the Highlander remake.
Oh, isn't Batista going to be the Kurgan?
Drax the Destroyer.
Sucker.
I actually sat there and I was kind of like, yeah, Highlander remake, no. And then I saw Drax the Destroyer as Kurg, and I was like, meh, I'm alright with that.
But who's going to play Conor McLeod?
Who's going to play Sean Connery?
Conor McLeod will be Ben Affleck, I think.
Well, why do we bother speaking to you? Swear to God.
I think Zac Efron for Conor McLeod.
Oh, you gay lord.
I think the only other thing I had to mention on the news roundup was it looks like we're getting our Joker in Gotham, possibly. What do you mean?
It seems that way.
What do you mean,
Meh.
Well, he's been saying for some time now, the showrunner Bruno Heller has been saying for some time, like, he's like, we're going to hint at the Joker, we're going to show you little glimpses, but from the latest trailer they've released, it looks like we may be getting a full-blown Joker.
I saw the picture of the sort of ginger-looking fellow with a muckle rapey smile on his face. But I'm still on meh with the whole show, to be honest.
You are fucking joking.
Why so serious?
Have you watched it since it came back?
No. It's
Oh,
not started yet, is it?
Oh, well, no, you're right. It hasn't started yet. Fuck off. Honestly, the second half of the series is so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meh. So will you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. if I start watching Gotham?
I don't know. We'll toss a coin on that.
Mm-hmm. See, what's her name is going to be in it more. Her of Thor.
Yeah, Lady Sith. I saw that.
Yeah, that's her. Aye.
And thingy's Adriana's been cast in it now.
I saw that. Happy with that.
Which I'm fine with because she was shit in Sons of Anarchy, so might as well get rid of her.
Aye, but it's just eye candy, isn't it?
Well, it is. It is. But I'm quite happy about Lady Sith.
She can act. She's a good actress.
She was good in Sopranos. She was brilliant in Sopranos.
She was good in Joey.
I'm not saying she's no good, I'm just saying she's...
How the fuck do you carry on talking when somebody drops the J-bomb?
I'm only fucking with you.
She was good in Joey, you fucking clamp it.
Moving on then. Moving on.
I think about the last thing I had was the new Star Wars Battlefront game. Because I know Ash likes his games and that. And they're saying that the new Star Wars Battlefront game is going to help bridge the gap between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens.
Right.
We're going to get some interesting stuff in there.
I haven't seen a whole lot of that. Just a thing when they're flying about in A-Wings or whatever they're called. You know, the land speeders.
Yeah.
Aye, that's the only thing I've seen about it.
Well, to be honest, it's a game I would never be interested in even playing. However, if they're going to do a little bit of a linkage, I might play it.
Is Battlefield the one where you're running about as a stormtrooper and stuff?
It's got part of that, aye.
Yeah. I think I maybe played one of them. I want to be a Jedi, I don't want to be a fucking stormtrooper.
That's why you play the other one. Fucking the one that they ruined with the second game. What was that?
Knights of the Old Republic.
No.
That was class.
The one where in the second game you were a fucking clone.
Oh, thingy.
Okay.
Force Unleashed. The Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed. I'm glad we didn't just move on from thingy. So that's the news roundup this week. This episode. There's not really much else to talk about. I think Spidey was the big thing. I mean, MCU's pretty much dropped a massive fucking clanger on DC there.
Yeah, DC must have gone, fuck. When they read about that.
I think they've maybe just thought, you know what, we might be in the wrong business.
Let's just make TV.
Yeah. I think they'll do just fine with that news, to tell the truth. I don't think they'll be shitting themselves any more than they were before.
Yeah.
Because they were already shitting themselves, or?
Well, no.
Well, if their big Suicide Squad movie hasn't got a script, for Christ's sake.
I think it's got a script, it's just that
it's not a very good one.
They're just saying that
every 48 hours.
Aye. That's not what you want.
Yeah.
Apparently, Will Smith's character's changed 3 times.
Speaking about him, did you hear about him talking about After Earth?
No. Has he apologised for it?
He says that's the worst mistake pretty much he's ever made, making that.
What, being in a movie with his son, or the actual movie itself?
The movie itself, he just said it was absolutely terrible. He wishes he'd never done it.
Well, he did it. He bloody the whole thing was his concept.
Yeah, I wish he never done it.
I must have lost shitloads of money on that one. Like,
I think that's a podcast for a future day. That like the movies of Will Smith, because man, we could bitch about him for a long time. After Earth would be top, like quickly followed by everything else.
I went through that last time. Let's carry on.
We're not going to go through that. We're not going to start naming his movies. You can find us and many fine other geeky podcasts over at musingsofthegeek.com. Let me take 2 seconds to suggest some of my personal favourites. Listen to Dana Buckler and co on How Is This Movie Very Informative, or partake in Neil and Annalisa's geeking out on Dark Angels and Pretty Freaks. Join the gang on the flagship show Musings of the Geek. I would definitely make time for History of Bad Ideas. Some really good shit on there. Oh, and us, the 365Flicks podcast, the first UK-based cast on musingsofthegeek.com. I'm even making time to plug ourselves. Drop by the 365Flicks on Facebook, give us a like, or you can follow us on Twitter. You can look for our wonderfully crafted videos by Chris DDS on YouTube. If you're hearing this podcast on Podomatic or iTunes or Musings, shoot us a comment and let us know what you think. So we'll move on to the next section, which, Chris, that is your section. How you can introduce that. You can start us off and tell us what the crack is with that.
Okay. Well, yeah, we all like a movie with a good soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
So I had the fantastic idea of let's think about our top 20
20 or 30 movie songs.
top 20 favorite original songs that have been written specifically for a movie. Gangsta's Paradise, for example, from Dangerous Minds, for any spackers out there.
I take it that's not on your list.
No, it's not, because you made me remove it. So.
Well, I didn't make you remove it.
You said I couldn't have 10.
You said I could have it.
Yeah, so I gave it to you.
Well, I didn't use it.
So you go. That you didn't use it.
No.
Bastard. So that's the idea. That's what we're doing. So top 6.
Did you set yourself any guidelines or rules or?
No, I pretty much just I had like 5, and then I googled it, and then I went, ooh, that one, ooh, that one, ooh, that one. Fuck me, I've not heard that one in a while. So, and then it ended up.
I don't know how scary the thought of you sitting in your house going, ooh, I like that one, ooh, I like that one is. You know, that's is that what you like when you're picking DVDs on Amazon?
A little bit.
Sorry, did I say DVDs? I meant Blu-rays.
Yeah, come on now.
So Ash, how did you find this? Did you find it easy or?
I found it pretty simple.
Pretty simple, even though I dropped the bomb like half an hour ago that you had to pick a 6th song.
I pulled out of the hat, no problem.
Well, I like the sound of your list. I'm getting the feeling it's going to be a lot of Seven Brides or Seven Brothers, West Side Story type stuff.
Jesus Christ. Let's just point out before we start, just because we pick a movie, a song, doesn't mean to say we like the movie. Let's just make that very clear.
So does this mean you've got Wicca Wicca Wild Wild West? Never that. Tumbleweeds and everything.
I'm going to have to take that off my list now.
Right, so it's your topic, Chris. Take away number 6 for you, mate.
So yeah, number 6. You are actually not going to believe this. Wild Wild West, Will Smith.
Fuck off.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
That is serious. There's no way that's your number 6.
It is number 6, yeah.
I just done the guns at the camera and that's your number 6.
That is number 6. Not a word of a lie. Yeah.
Well,
it's for words.
It's a good song.
It's
a good song. It's catchy.
Yeah, the Cisco bits are good. Him from Drew Hill, but no, how the fuck? Why would you put a song from Wild Wild West on there?
Because it's a good look. I just said, doesn't mean to say I like the movie. Don't question me, because it's gonna get worse.
See, I purely picked songs from movies that absolutely got me going, and you've gone with Wild Wild West.
Well, I bought the single back in the day, so.
Oh my Christ! But.
Yeah. So I'm not the only one now.
Let's just move on and Ash, what's your number 6?
Limp Bizkit, Mission Impossible 2, Take a Look Around.
Oh my fucking word. You know what, I'm not even going to question that one because at the time I thought Limp Bizkit were awesome.
Is that around the same time they did the Undertaker song?
I've done that before.
Had they?
That was a good song, that. The really fucking Wild Wild West. Jesus, my. Okay, so take a look. What was it? Take a look around. Limp Bizkit
Yeah,
had a brilliant video, didn't it? I remember the video for that.
it was class.
Wild Wild West had a brilliant video.
Go and fuck yourself. You're dead to me.
It's a bit harsh.
I've gone some. You know what it is? I've gone some from pretty classy songs here. Some of them Oscar winners, and you're slapping in Wild Wild West.
I like the song.
Right. Crack on, Ash. Take a look around Limp Bizkit. What was it from again?
Mission Impossible 2.
Yeah. That was a good film. Sometimes. So my number 6. It's quite interesting because we've all kind of got little rappy songs for number 6. I went with the 3-6 Mafia. It was Hard Out There for a Pimp from Hustle and Flow.
Can't say I've heard it or seen it.
Well, the thing was, like, round about that time you had 8 Mile, you had Get Rich or Die Trying, you had Hustle or Flow. I thought the 8 Mile one was just slightly too obvious because I like my Eminem. So I went with Hustle and Flow because it was a bitchin' track and it won an Oscar. So that's my number 6.
Okay.
The fact that you put Wild Wild West, this has fallen flat on its arse.
Well, brace yourself, Kev.
Oh, come on then. Come on then.
So number 5 is Pure Shores by All Saints.
From the beach.
From
Yeah.
the beach. Come on, that was a good song.
This is your fucking category and even you're not taking it serious?
It's a good song. I downloaded it, I bought it.
Did you... You dropped Gangsta's Paradise from your list.
Yeah.
And so far,
Yeah.
you had 2 shitfests on your list.
They're
All
both good
Saints-
songs. Don't
All
question
Saints
me.
Pure
They're both
Shore.
good songs.
I quite liked The Beach. I thought The Beach was alright. It wasn't as good as everybody went on about. I mean, Danny Boyle's a bit of an overrated director, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
However, The Beach was alright. Robert Carlyle was good in it, I suppose.
The song was good.
The song was crap.
The song was good.
The song was... Ash, number 5.
Well, sorry, it's Coolio.
See, now, somebody... Which one?
Gangster's Paradise.
Oh, get in.
Excellent.
Right, that's fine.
Well done, mate. You've brought some credibility back to the podcast. But Ash, Gangster's Paradise, top notch. I really fucking... I love that film. And every time that song comes on in that film, it's top notch, like...
Michelle Pfeiffer was class in it.
Michelle Pfeiffer was awesome
She was.
in it.
Yeah, she was.
She's good in most of her films, but that one particularly.
Except Wolf.
Wolf was alright.
That was shit.
I rewatched that a wee while ago, actually. It was okay.
Does it stand the test of time?
Not really, but it was okay.
So that was like kind of joined your side for a second game. Back to mine.
Right, my number 5 is an animation, and it's very, very new. I went with Everything is Awesome from the Lego movie.
Jesus. Okay,
Because
alright.
I defy you to watch that scene and not walk away from it singing Everything is Awesome.
And then I'll punch myself in the head for singing everything is...
Honestly,
It's annoying as hell.
it's catchy as fuck, and that's what
It's annoying
sells.
as hell.
That's what sells. Catchy as fuck.
No interest.
Wicked Wild Wild was catchy as fuck. Everything is awesome is annoying as fuck.
Well, it's up for an Oscar, so fuck you.
No, it's not.
It is actually this year, mofo.
It's not up for best animation.
No, it's up for best song.
Oh, the best song. Sorry, bygones.
You know, because we're doing songs from movies. Not fucking songs from our favourite Will Smith albums. Right, so that's you on number 4. What's your number 4?
Yeah, number
I'm
4.
fucking dreading to ask.
No, this one's okay. Number 4 is Hero from Spider-Man by Nickelback.
I said you were going to have that in there.
Well, I know you did, and you were right.
I'm just an amazing perception person.
I gotta admit, I do like Nickelback.
I'm not...
Easy rock listening. Like you say, we can't speak the name of Spackers.
At least you didn't say easy cock listening.
What in your head, Kev?
I'm not big on Nickelback, but I have to admit that is one hell of a tune. I mean, yeah, I'll give you that one. Well done.
Yay. Thank you.
You get 1 so far. Ash?
Well, my number 4 song's done by a guy called Kenny Loggins.
Oh, yeah.
Danger Zone, Top Gun.
Did he not do like another really famous one that everyone likes?
How the hell am I meant to know?
I'll give you Danger Zone because Top Gun's awesome.
What was the really famous one that everybody likes?
I don't know, I'm maybe just fucking pissed.
Talking bollocks, aye.
I've maybe just had one too many beers.
Probably.
Yeah, I like Danger Zone. Danger Zone's a wicked tune.
Can't think of what it sounds like, if truth be told.
I'm not doing the rendition because I can't.
Kev, sing it.
It was like, Highway to the Danger Zone. Wait a minute.
That's plenty.
Wait a minute. Aye, it is Top Gun, isn't it?
Well, aye, that's why I said it.
Alright, I was just assuming you didn't do your research.
Didn't be fucking Raj.
I love that film. You know what it is? I was sitting there the other day and I was thinking about like Tony Scott and thinking about Tony Scott movies, and I got a little bit sad, and then I remembered that Top Gun 2 is never going to be made, and it made me happy again.
Yeah, that's aye.
So, swings and roundabouts. So that takes me to my number 4, which I went for. It was actually a redo of an original Tears for Fears song, and I went with Gary Jules' Mad World from Donnie Darko.
Aye, fair play.
I could have pretty much went with any song from Donnie Darko because they're all fucking immense.
Definitely suit the movie 100%. Like.
Oh, it's one of those films where the soundtrack just absolutely, makes the movie a million times better. And Mad World is one hell of a tune. And I don't think I've actually ever heard the Tears for Fears version. I think I've only heard his version, and it's definitely, plus Donnie Darko's fucking class.
It is.
So, number 3.
Number 3 for me is GoldenEye.
Yeah.
By Tina Turner, yeah.
Yeah.
You look confused.
Yeah.
I've not got a lot to say on that either.
There's not much to say about that. It's very middle of the road, very good. I mean, you could have put any fucking Bond song in there.
I nearly had Skyfall.
I wouldn't have given you that. I would have given you shit for that one.
I like GoldenEye.
GoldenEye's awesome. The film itself was awesome. The game for the N64 was awesome. The theme tune is brilliant. So yeah, spot on with that one. Tidy. Ash?
Well, it's another cruise movie. Days of Thunder. Maria Mickey, Show Me Heaven. That's an absolute lie. That's not even on my top list. Actually, what it is Simple Minds, The Breakfast Club.
I love how
Don't you forget about me.
I love how quickly you backpedaled on that joke.
Well, it was just pure silence.
Because you realised it fell as flat as fucking anything.
Shocking. Aye, no lies there.
Breakfast Club is 30 years old today.
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
What?
You've never seen The Breakfast Club?
Taking the piss?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh my fucking lord.
When we do eventually come to doing like this fan commentary thing that we've been talking about for a wee while, that is our first movie.
What's that? I watching a film and recording. Yeah. Okay.
That is our first movie, The Breakfast Club. That shit will change your life.
I thought it was going to be Star Wars Episode 1.
No, fuck it. You've never seen The Breakfast Club. That's what we're doing.
Right, okay.
You've upset me there a little bit.
Sorry.
So I'm from Mad World, and I went for... And I didn't even realise that they did this for the film. I just thought they did, I thought they threw all their songs into these films, and I was buzzing when I realised it was actually made for the film. I went with Queen, Princes of the Universe, in Highlander.
Oh, yeah, good. Aye, yeah.
Because, Highlander's just got one of those soundtracks that it's just all Queen all the time.
I know, it was specifically the whole album. It's not like random songs. That whole album was done specifically for the movie.
Was it the whole album, was it?
Aye.
See, I thought it was just that one song, but...
No, the whole album.
Even better. I just remember, a Queen song comes on in any film. Like, when you watch Wayne's World, I was never a big fan of Wayne's World. And then when they do Bohemian Rhapsody, I was sold. Because it's fucking Queen. Queen makes any films sound cool as fuck.
Aye.
Next one for you then, Chris.
Oh my god, now number 2.
2.
Right, yeah, again, I'd like to just mention again that...
Make excuses.
Just because I say a song doesn't mean to say that I'm endorsing the movie. My number 2 was Come With Me from Godzilla.
What's wrong with Godzilla?
Puff Daddy?
What's your problem with Godzilla?
Shush.
The Matthew Broderick Godzilla?
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong with that film?
Okay.
I'm not sure if I know that tune.
I don't think I know it. The only one I know from that is the Jamiroquai one.
Of course you know it. with them.
Deeper Underground, is it?
That one, yeah, that's the only one I know. Is it like, if you want to go and take a ride with me? No, that's Nelly.
You tit.
Yeah, that's Nelly. That's not even... Yeah. So I take it we're moving on from that one, because...
I'm trying to find the buggy thing.
You've upset me, though, because I actually think the Matthew Broderick Godzilla was quite good. It's much better than fucking Ken Watanabe going, let them fight. Let them fight. Let them fight.
No, the Matthew Broderick one was not good.
It was alright.
No, it wasn't.
Until they were, like, making babies in Madison Square Garden. So, Ash, you're number 2.
Hold on, wait a minute.
You're not going to play this song for us, are you?
I am going to try.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, stop. I can't stop it. There we go. Just woke Dexter up. Sorry.
Nice one.
That song. I like that song.
Aye, so do I.
Yeah, that is actually quite a good song when you talk about it, when you bring it up. Better than Wiki Wiki Wild Wild West. You know that's good, like, when we start doing that section of the podcast, when I edit it, that song is going right in there. Like, Wiki Wiki Wild Wild West.
That's fine. It's a good song. It deserves to be in there.
No, it's not.
It is.
So, Ash, you're number 2.
My number 2 is Guns N' Roses, Terminator 2, You Could Be Mine.
Yeah, Guns N' Roses Terminator 2 do for me.
Yeah.
They did a song for Terminator 2.
Aye.
Did they not do a couple of songs for Terminator 2, or they had a couple of their songs in Terminator 2?
They did, aye, but that one was specifically for.
I didn't know that was specifically Thor. I thought they just threw a bitchin' ass like Guns N' Roses song in there, but that's a good choice. I like that. My number 2 is... Oh, you see, I'm flip-flopping between my 2 and 1.
Sorry, I went a bit childish there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, fuck it. My number 2, I've changed them round at the last minute here. My number 2 was Gerard McCann, Cry Little Sister in Lost Boys.
What a top tune.
It is a fucking belter tune.
I know, but that's another one. The soundtrack for that movie is unbelievable.
Again, I could have pretty much... I did have, you know, the one with the guy doing the saxophone?
Yeah.
I had that as my number 2, but I changed it because I think Cry Little Sister's way better.
I'm struggling to think what it is, to be honest.
You've seen Lost Boys, haven't you?
Yeah.
I'm just asking because you haven't seen Breakfast Club.
I was never a big fan of Lost Boys, to be honest.
You know the scene when Kiefer's dying and he's on the stag heads and you hear the thing in the background going, Cry Little Sisters.
No.
Pretty perfect rendition, in fact.
I believe you.
Chris, even you're number 1.
Right, okay. Circle of Life from Lion King.
Sorry, Chris.
Can I just remind you that you chose to do this category?
Yeah.
This was your top 5, and it feels like you've just taken the fucking piss all along.
I'm serious. It's a good song.
I think you've thought to yourself, Kev will probably take this serious. Ash will have a bit of a laugh with it. So I'm just going to go completely left field and just come up with fucking ridiculous songs.
I did think, I did have more sort of, Gangster's Paradise-y kind of songs in there, but I thought, given the fact that Ash put fucking Pearl Harbor over Pain and Gain last week, I'm going to mix it up a little bit.
He didn't even put Pain and Gain on his list.
That's what I meant.
Which was just a travesty.
For who?
So, you're number 1, Ash.
My number 1 is Public Enemy from the movie Do the Right Thing. Fight the Power.
I nearly had Public Enemy, but from He Got Game, I was going to do that one. But brilliant choice.
Fight the Power. What a tune.
Public Enemy are just one of those, like, kind of... They don't... Like, I know they consistently release stuff, but when they release a big song, it's like a fucking anthem.
Yep.
And I do like a good Public Enemy anthem.
So that is my choice for number 1 slot.
Well, my
That's
number...
good as Circle of Life.
Yeah, we just kind of glossed over Circle of Life.
You did, didn't you, you ignorant bastards?
Right, what do you want to say? What do you want to say about
What's
Circle
wrong with
of
Circle
Life?
of Life? It's a good song. It's a good movie.
I've never even
Written
seen
by
The
Elton
Lion
John.
King.
Eh?
Never even seen The Lion King.
You've no.
Which one's the Lion King again?
What's your number 1, Kev?
Is that the one with Guy Pearce and Haley Joel Osment? My number 1 And I think the two of you are going to agree that it is the best movie song ever. It is the song America, brackets, fuck yeah, from Team America.
Ah, shit. Aye, okay.
By Matt Stone and Trey Parker.
Yeah, fair play.
I think any song that pretty much fucking shits everything that is sacred about Michael Bay is the number one song for me. And America, fuck yeah, kind of does that.
That's a good song. Yeah.
Personally, I don't know how they didn't win an Oscar with that.
I wonder why.
I'll be totally honest with you, I could have had my top 5. At one point, it was like 3 South Park songs and 2 Team America songs. But I thought, I can't do that.
Shit, I never thought of Blame Canada.
Exactly.
Damn.
Blame Canada. Awesome tune. But America wins. Plus the fact that we're we're now part of an American podcast network. So, you know, it kind of makes
some ass.
It means even more sense.
Aye.
God, why didn't you just get down on your hands and knees and stick your tongue somewhere?
So that's Chris. That's your movie song choice.
That's my top 6. I'm perfectly happy with it. Are we going to do honourable mentions?
You're happy with your top 6?
I'm perfectly happy with my top 6.
Right, go on and give us some honourable mentions.
All right.
From your list of 50 films.
Yeah. Okay. So the first one. The first one. Okay. Right. Right. I'll go with this one first. Power of Love from Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Next one. Independent Women from Charlie's Angels.
I think Kev just launched his mic. I'm sure I heard the kitchen dog one as well. So
He's walked off. Aye. He's walked off. So yeah, Independent Women from Charlie's Angels by Destiny's Child.
Are you for real?
Yeah, it's a good song.
Right.
Next one, Ghostbusters, of course.
Yeah, nothing to say about that. Bonus points, house points, if you can name at least 3 celebrities from the video.
What video? Ghostbusters?
Yep.
No.
Really?
Off the top of my head, no.
I would have just said Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and Harold Ramis myself.
Shit. Aye. Snotty little bastard.
The fucking Destiny's Child, you little...
Oh, I'm a fucking Beyonce fan?
Okay, don't be saying that on the podcast.
Bloody say it again.
I do think this whole section's probably going to kill our credibility.
Or mine.
Yours, definitely yours.
I don't care, I'm perfectly happy with my list. I didn't mention Let It Go from Frozen.
Right, Ash, you happy with your list?
I just wish I'd put Underworld, Bone Slippy in there from Trainspotting.
Oh, yeah, that would have been a good one.
That's just vexing us now.
I think my only honourable mention that I really had, and that was because I dropped it, was the saxophone song from the Lost Boys. Because it was pretty... You can't beat a good saxophone in the middle of a song, like. So we'll just move on now, because you've drained all the fucking energy out of the room with your fucking Destiny's Child.
Well, I'm a badass cowboy living in the cowboy days. Wicky, wicky, scratch, yo-yo, bang, bang. Me and Artemis, light frog, go, says, damn a high act from the big metal spiders. Wicky, 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 fresh cowboy from the west side. Wicky, wicky, scratch, yo-yo, bang, bang. Me and Artemis, light frog, go, says, damn a frog, party, piece of pants, go, dances, wear, Potemkin.
So, we'll move on to the last section.
I know last week I wasn't taking the piss when I was on about Michael Bay.
I know you
I'm not
weren't
taking the piss, I'm perfectly serious. I think that's a good list.
I know you weren't taking the piss with Michael Bay. I know you weren't. That's kind of why we did it, because I know you love Michael Bay, and I knew that there was 2 people on the podcast that were just going to sit there and go, "Are you fucking real?" I didn't realise that this week it would be Chris's turn for that, but it turns out it has been.
I'm completely serious for my list.
Yeah, you've had a drink though, so that's all right.
I have, yeah.
So we'll just move on, and we decided that because we thought that the Michael Bay section was a bit of a success, we decided to pick another director, talk about his choices through the years, and we went with someone who's had a pretty checkered past, and that is Joel Schumacher. So did everybody, we decided on doing like a one good, one bad, but before we kind of do that, like, what kind of films do you want to throw out there from Joel Schumacher?
Well, again, I'm going to struggle with this one because I don't really know a great number of his movies, to be honest. So
I suppose before we do start, we should, we did set one rule, and that was that for your worst movie, none of us could choose Batman and Robin.
That's right, yeah.
So let's just deal with the elephant in the room. that is Batman and Robin and why it killed the poor man's career.
Well, it didn't. He made movies after it.
And he made bloody good movies after it. It's a wonder he got the jobs to make them movies after it. But he did.
What bloody good movies did he make after Batman and Robin?
8mm, Bad Company, Tigerland. I can't even say Phone Booth because that's just wank.
I'll give you Tigerland and I'll give you Phone Booth. They were both good films.
So was 8mm. 8mm was class.
I'm not giving you that one.
Yeah.
Well, why not?
Because it's my worst film. But we'll deal with that in a minute. I might just have to change that now. I don't know, like, what was it? Why the hell did he go so far with Batman and Robin? Like, because Batman Forever, I can give him a pass on that one. Batman Forever is still a reasonably good film.
It's wank.
No, it's decent.
I wouldn't go as far to say it's decent, Kev.
No, neither would I.
Really?
Yeah.
Even Jim Carrey as the Riddler?
Especially Jim Carrey as the Riddler.
Well, who the fuck else was gonna play him?
Johnny Depp.
Oh my god.
You have a point on that. At that time, he was pretty much the only actor that could have put in that role.
He was the only person that could play him at fucking Jim Carrey?
But it was fucking shit.
Okay, it was camp, it was cheesy, it was...
So was the whole movie was that though, wasn't it?
He was just trying to get back to being like the old Adam West movies.
Adam West. Yeah.
That's what he was trying to do.
We don't want to see fucking a non-Adam West Batman movie.
No, but then he kind of just...
That came out wrong.
I don't know what you tried to say there.
A non-Adam... an Adam West type Batman movie without Adam West in it. That's kind of what I meant.
Yeah, that's
Just
really...
confused me.
That's really not at all what you said.
I know. Shut up.
But I know what you're saying. But I thought Batman Forever was alright. And then he dropped Batman and Robin, which was... I don't know, it went too far.
Can we find anything positive about Batman and Robin? Is there anything?
Alicia Silverstone?
No.
No, I didn't mean listen to her act, I just watch her.
No.
No.
No, her stupid fucking face annoys me. No.
Yeah. Positive.
She dead now? Did she die?
Oh, no.
I think it was someone else.
I don't think so.
Who was in that one as well? Uma Thurman?
Yeah, Uma was in that one, yeah.
Aye.
No.
And Bane?
And Bane, yeah, no.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, we're not going down that road.
Tom Hardy.
Is there a positive... What the fuck? Is there a positive to come from Batman and Robin? I mean, it did pretty much single-handedly nearly just kill the entire Batman franchise forever.
Well,
it's quite a miracle that Christopher Nolan managed to talk somebody into letting him make it, even though it's Christopher Nolan.
But then you've got to look at it on the other flip of the coin. If they hadn't made that, who's to say Nolan would have got his hands on Batman and done the job he did?
Yeah, I still
don't
have
think
faith.
that's a positive for the movie, though, to be honest.
I'm really struggling for a positive for that movie. I mean, I thought the back credit card was cool.
What? Is that a payback for Bane? Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Arnie, maybe?
Oh my god, Arnie was in that film?
Mr. Ice, wasn't he?
There's no positive.
It had a bunch of Arnie puns, and I like an Arnie pun, so maybe.
Nah, we'll just...
If he was struggling to find something, as we are, maybe.
Nah, we'll just move forward.
We'll just not bother.
Yeah, we'll just not talk about Joel Schumacher. We'll just we'll start with the best movie that we think Joel Schumacher has made in his checkered career. Ash, what did you have for his best movie?
I'm kind of struggling with that one because there's three I would choose.
Yeah, I had a few. I will be honest, I had a few.
And the three choices are Flatliners,
Great.
The Lost Boys,
Awesome.
Phantom of the Opera with Gerard Butler.
You lost me there.
It's absolutely class.
Yeah.
I love Phantom of the Opera. I've seen it on stage and everything, so...
Yeah, probably miles better than the movie.
No, like I say, the visuals, the soundtrack, it was all good for me. The acting.
Okay.
But if it comes down to it, if I had to choose the top one, it would be Flatliners for me. Like.
Yeah, Flatliners was a cool film. I like Flatliners. I wouldn't necessarily put it above Lost Boys, to be fair, but I did like it. It's a great film, and Kiefer's in it, so...
What was Flatliners again?
Ash, you want to explain?
A bunch of medical students bring people back from the dead, but they have afterlife experiences which come into the real world, and like they get tortured by things they've done in their past. So like one of them treated a little boy shit. He comes back into like reality and hunts him down, pretty much.
It does when you say it. It sounds a bit crap, but no, it is. It's a really good film. Flatliners is a great film. I personally, I struggled with my favourite. I've got like a list of all his movies here, and I've got like best, second best, third best, fourth best, you know. But to be fair, in between Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, he made an absolutely outstanding movie.
Time to Kill.
A Time to Kill, which was just fucking immense.
That was Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock,
Yeah, that was a good movie.
McConaughey, Sam Jack, Kiefer's in it. It's just an awesome movie.
Kevin Spacey.
Spacey's in it. Fucking hell, Spacey's in it. Aye. Kevin Pollak was in it, wasn't he? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like, Time to Kill was a brilliant film. And it's one of those, like, courtroom dramas that, like, at the time, I didn't really like courtroom dramas. I liked that one. So, did you manage to pick a favourite Schumacher movie?
Tigerland, that's all.
Tigerland's great. I'll give you Tigerland.
I looked at the list on Internet Movie Database, and
That one
I've
jumped
not
out.
seen half of them. I mean, I've seen Tigerland and Phone Booth. I've seen Time to Kill, obviously the Batman movies. I think I've seen The Client, but I can't really remember anything about it.
Yeah.
Lost Boys, but meh. So, I've not seen anything he's done since Phone Booth.
But he's not done a whole lot since.
So, well, he has.
Yeah,
has.
since Phone Booth, you've only really got 6 maybe standout-ish movies.
Then he's got
Well,
Veronica
you've done that-
Guerin. I don't know what the hell that is.
Done
Fun
that
of the
number
Opera number
23
23, Blood Creek 12, Trespass. Meh.
Number 23, is that the one with Jim Carrey?
It is, aye.
I've
That
never
was
seen it.
fucking class. I love that film.
Actually, it's the first time you actually think he could be a half-decent actor.
Well, yeah, because he made that Eternal Sunshine of Spotless Mind, and everybody was all like, "Oh, Jim Carrey can do some acting. He's got some chops." And I thought it was fucking dink. And then he came out with number 23, and I thought he really acted in that film.
He did.
He gives a good account of himself in that, which meant when I went to watch Man on the Moon or Man in the Moon, I was totally in. I was like, yeah, this dude can act. So before we do like the worst movies in that, let's little quick rundowns. Chris, you've just done like quite a few of his films there. You got the likes of St. Elmo's Fire way back at the start. You got Lost Boys, Flatliners, Fallen Down, 8mm, Flawless, Tigerland, Bad Company, Phone Booth. He's done a fair few films, like.
He has, but like I say, he hasn't really done a whole lot recently.
No.
Directed a few episodes of House of Cards and shit like that.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, I thought Fincher did all that, or was that just like the first couple?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
So yeah, worst movie, Chris.
I don't know. I'll say Batman Forever. I can't say the other one.
What was the other one like? Alright, Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Batman Forever. Like I think it's a decent film. He was taken over from Tim Burton. It was always going to be a hard job because Batman Returns is a damn good Batman film.
It is, and well, so is Batman.
Yeah, so
But he
so is Batman.
took Tim Burton's Batman universe, which was already gothic as fuck because it's Tim Burton, and then just went mental.
Well, he just like spunked a dose of neon on it.
Jesus Christ.
Because it's all neon colours and stupidness and
floppy fins on the fucking Batmobile.
and Robin.
And Robin.
You know, do we really need to talk about Robin? No, we'll not bother.
No, we're not. Moving on. Yeah, I've really not got any others other than Batman Forever because I really.
What about Tommy Lee Jones? Tommy Lee Jones was pretty cool in Batman and Robin. Batman Forever.
Harvey Two-Face.
He was good.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Danny DeVito was in that as well, wasn't he?
No.
Or was that Batman Returns?
That
Sorry.
was he was the Penguin in Batman.
Aye.
So Ash, what is your worst Joel Schumacher movie?
Well, you two are going to disagree with us. Phone Booth.
Nah.
Yeah?
I
liked Phone Booth. I love Phone Booth.
I thought Phone Booth was a great film.
All I
Kiefer
could
was the
think-
voice of the guy in the phone, wasn't he?
He was, aye.
Aye.
But-
Yeah, thought that.
Colin Farrell was just such a fucking pussy of a character. It's like, just shoot him, get him over and done with. It didn't hold my interest at all, I'm going to say.
Is it like because it's a while since I've seen it? Is it like he's a Wall Street fella, and he
Aye.
kind of like picks up his phone and says, "I've got a gun pointed at you" and stuff.
Aye, and find out that he's committed adultery and blah,
Right.
blah, blah, and he has to tell his wife the truth.
Right.
But
See, I think Phone Booth is in. I think it's one of. It's not his best. It's not up there with his best.
nowhere near his best.
But you don't see Jack Bauer for that whole movie. He's just the guy on the phone. And Colin Farrell is a douchebag in it, as he is in just about everything he makes, apart from Tigerland. But he's kind of like, you don't give a fuck about him, you just kind of care about the man on the other side of the phone.
Yeah.
And Jack holds my attention right the way through the film.
Nah, just...
I like it. I'm a UKEV. I like the movie. Yeah. I mean, like I said a few minutes ago, I've not seen it in bloody years, but, I thought it was suspenseful as hell, and, yeah.
I think I fell asleep.
Be fine.
Oh, well, that's why you didn't like it.
Well, obviously it wasn't grabbing my attention for us to fall asleep.
For my worst movie, as I've just said before, I went with 8mm, because it was crap.
Yeah, I remember. Was it about snuff films?
It was, aye.
Yeah, it was just...
I remember I watched it and thought, what the fuck was that?
It was just Nicolas Cage walking around in seedy underground fucking... Oh... Ash, what did you like about 8mm?
I've not, just... Like I say, the grittiness, Joaquin Phoenix, it's... Plus...
Oh, he was in that, wasn't he? Yeah.
Nick Cage gives us a boner, what can I say?
Nick Cage gives you a boner.
No, I just thoroughly enjoyed it. That gripped us. That was good storytelling, I found. Phone booth, nah.
I just thought 8mm was dink. I fucking hated the film.
Aye, it's because you're wrong.
I'll be totally honest with you, I couldn't really tell you much about it right now, because, yeah.
It's not a movie you can watch over and over again. It's a movie you watch once and...
Yeah, there's a reason.
No, there's plenty of movies you just want to watch once, and then that's it.
Yeah, like 8mm, Transformers 1, 2, 3 and 4. It was a slippery slope for Nicolas Cage back then, and I think that was one of the films that, for me, kick-started his downfall.
Snake Eye.
See, I loved Snake Eyes.
I fucking hated it. Hated it.
It's one of those... I love that film.
Next you're going to say Raising Arizona shit.
Raising Arizona is brilliant, but that was back when...
I'm trying to remember if I've seen it or not. I don't think I have.
Not only he was good back then, but so was the Coen brothers, and now they're just weird.
Mm-hmm. Aye.
You don't know whether you're coming or going with them two. So that's our Joel Schumacher, and that's the end of... Anybody else got anything they want to say about Joel Schumacher?
Meh.
Nah.
Let's hope if they do Batman, Superman 2, he doesn't get his hands on it.
Put some nipples on Ben Affleck.
Well, doesn't seem to be doing much to direct these days.
I would love me some nipples on Ben Affleck. some proper bat nips.
Aye,
cut the nipple holes out of the bat suit and...
That was a good thing. Oh, that's a wicked idea. 50 Shades of Batman.
Just go running up to him going, Mama, Mama.
Cut out his little ass and everything, their little chaps.
God,
You've just sold Batman, Superman for me right there.
Yeah?
Yeah, like, I was just thinking though, that is like one good thing that came out of Batman, Superman. Batman and Robin though.
What?
Yeah, no, nothing good came out of it.
You had a thought there, you must have had a thought.
Nah, not really.
No?
The nips. So everybody good with that? Everybody happy with the Joel Schumacher? I think the movie songs went well, but it would be nice if you're going to come up with a category to take it serious.
I took it perfectly seriously.
Yeah, you didn't.
I did.
Fucking Circle of Life.
It's a good song.
We'll talk for next time on our next director or actor to slaughter or to big up, and we'll come back for that. Everybody happy with that?
I'm ecstatic.
Tip top.
Fucking Circle of Life.
You can both fuck yourself.
Alright, well I'm gonna dash, because I need a slash. Kev, gone on the night.
You are now leading the world of Musings of a Geek podcast network. Stay geeky, my friends.